Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. My name's Susan Churchill. I, I am a certified trainer and practice group leader, um, chi healer, chi artist, and I am so grateful to be here with you today. So this week we've been welcoming critters, and I'm in the suburbs, so we basically have robins and squirrels and chipmunks and bunnies and stuff. But um, let's bring in the whole animal kingdom because Tatiana was on yesterday and saying she was hearing owls in the morning. So how about that? So let's bring in all the animal kingdom. So wherever you live, think now or springtime. The idea was spring just because it's spring here, but not spring everywhere. So, however you want to think of it, let's bring all the animal kingdom in today, and um, how they follow nature, and let that be our guide because we have become creatures of indoors. You know, we used to be a species that was outside all the time too. And then we built shelters and then we moved them as we moved around. And now we have permanent shelters and we tend to stay in them, um, many of us, most of the time. Morning, Maria. So let's think of the animal kingdom and revive some of that so we get ourselves outside whenever we can and commune with nature because that's what we're made of. We're made just like every other animal on this planet. All right, so awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's start our practice. We're doing the 5-element Qigong practice that was created by Master Chun Yi Lin. We won't be doing the whole practice, but we do parts of it. We have a shortened time. I like to do the whole thing, takes me close to 45 minutes to an hour to do practice and then add meditation. Before our time here, we have about a half an hour. So we are going to do the active exercises, which are most important. And then we will then go into one, probably just one, but possibly two healing movements, and then gather the chi together called harvesting, and a little bit of soothing at the end. All right. So we want to stand with our feet shoulder hip distance apart, wherever you're comfortable there. And feel your feet communing with the earth. Just getting the energy, the peaceful grounding energy up from the earth through your whole body. I like to do that so we can feel ourselves supported by the earth, and then bring that attention going up through your body and way up into the universe as well. You don't have to do the arms things. I'm just kind of demonstrating Italian descent using my hands. But you absolutely can if that feels right for you, bring it up. Why not? And then in the center of the universe, let's imagine or see or feel or sense in some way a gorgeous sun, brilliant in its light, filled with all the love of the universe. So it's like the heart of the universe. So unconditional love of the universe. And I like to think of it as having everyone who's ever loved us and everyone we've ever loved. And feel beams of light and love coming down. You can feel it on your skin, going through the body and down to the earth, filling you up. And as these beams come through and you recognize them, your body softens. Your knees start to bend a little bit. The elbows come out, the fingers separate, the toes grasp the floor lightly. Smile on your face, tuck your chin in a little bit, aligning your neck with the rest of your spine, feeling your spine so straight. Touch the tip of your tongue to the roof of the mouth, and we're just going to start bouncing from the knees. Feel the earth. Bounce with the pulse of the earth. However that is for you in this moment. SMILE, if you didn't know, stands for Start My Internal Love Engine. And when we smile, we automatically connect the mind to the heart. So if you tend to be someone, and usually we have periods of time, if not that's our main personality characteristic, who stays in their mind a lot, um, especially if you've got something intense happening, give yourself 20 seconds of exercise called smiling. Say, okay, I'm taking a break for 20 seconds. I'm just going to put a smile on my face and breathe. Now, when we do our bouncing, we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, let's take our hands up over our heads. And my hands look like this. Hands up over our heads for 5 minutes of bouncing. Now, why do we do 5 minutes? Because in the last nearly 5 years that I've been doing Spring Forest Qigong, Master Lin has said many, 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 many times that if you bounce for 5 minutes with your hands over your head, within an hour of waking up, you will live to 100. Vital, happy life, and a life of service. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Dorothy. How is everyone today? We're bringing in the whole animal kingdom into our practice and how they are attuned to nature and wake that up in ourselves. Now, my niece and nephew, they live in Washington, outside of Seattle, and they mountain climb, and they're always outside. The whole yard is a garden. It's amazing. They have chickens, which I'm sure they appreciate the eggs, as they're expensive right now here. So they are really in tune to nature. I tend to be more of an inside person, but I have a friend that I've had for 30 years, and we walk together. Our intention is to walk 4 mornings of the week, so we can help each other to get outside and be part of nature. Hi, Susan. Hi, Isabel. Happy weekend. I had signed up, I don't know if you knew, but on the Shift Network, Master Lin is featured there, has been featured there several times. And they're actually, I think he actually offers some courses through there too. So you might want to check it out. A little bit different way to learn and connect. But anyway, a couple weeks ago, they had a live event, which I couldn't get on, but we got to see the recording. So watched that yesterday, and it was very, very, very good. It was just like an hour, and he explained things very succinctly about what energy is and what chi is, and how amazing the body is. So if you have the ability to check that out, that might be a really good idea. I mean, that's just something to do. Other things you can do for free is go on springforestqigong.com, and under community, there are chi talks and wisdom talks, and they're usually about a half an hour, and there's loads and loads of them. So you can learn how to help your pets. I think I may have mentioned that Master Jackie had one last month or the month before, and I finally watched it, and it was exactly the time I needed to help Lyle. You've seen Lyle here. Uh, so learning how to stop bleeding if they get a cut or something, and that works for humans too. And then also how to send dark blue energy to the kidney system to help their strength. So isn't that interesting? So let's take our hands down to our sides, and then we'll go side to side. We just let the shoulders guide the way. So there's so many interesting things, um, and they're led by um, different people like Master Jackie, as I said, and Ron, but also certified trainers, certified teachers, healers. I think also the certified practice group leaders. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's release our shoulders. Just kind of take a few breaths. Make sure you have a little bend in your knees and feel what your arms feel like. What's happening with your arms right now? Now you can feel your muscles and go into the bones and say, oh, how are the bones? Feel like is everything aligned in there? And then what about the energy? Energy is like the electricity, the water, all that kind of thing. And then what about the chi? So that's a little different, isn't it? Because chi is energy with intelligence. That's the healer within us. So let's do our shoulder shrugs. Shoulders come up. And just kind of take your time when you do this and try to notice what is the chi part as you do things. Now, when we feel the scrunching, that's a physical, right? Then when we release, maybe we can feel a flow of our chi, our life force with intelligence. Do this 2 more times. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Maybe you feel the physical part, the spinal fluid, going up the spine and bathing the brain. Awesome. Tap your cheekbones. So I'm under the eyes, onto the cheekbone. You can use your knuckles too. My glasses are too big, so I just use like 3 fingertips. And then beginning of the eyebrows. And when we do these 2, we're opening any chi blockages in the front 2 main channels, energy channels. Those are called the energy channels. Cup the top of your head. Cup the base of your head. Come down to your C7. That's a bump at the base of the neck. And you can massage this with 1 hand or 2 hands or switch around. But massaging. We don't want to cup this area. Very gentle. And yet telling it to open. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. Open, open, open. Any chi blockages are gone. I am completely healed. Clap our hands. We're waking up this chi, this life force with intelligence. So energy with intelligence, which is different than just energy. So see if you wake something up. When we do our practice, we're learning how to be a complete organism. The physical part, mental, emotional, spiritual, chi, in alignment. And then things just flow. Rub with the back of your hands, rub with the palms of your hands. Tap your tailbone. And just notice. Relax. You're part of nature. Nature is taking care of you. You're part of the universe. The universe is taking care of you. Come up on the toes, down on the heels. Avoid this if you're pregnant. And that is something you can do 100 times, 600 times a day if you have anything going on with your bones, bone density. This is something that you can employ to help your body to strengthen. Beautiful. So that was all the active exercises, activating the chi. That's why level 1 is called chi activation. That's why its focus is to help you to realize the importance of activating your chi, because we're not exercising when we do our Spring Forest Qigong practice. We are moving the chi. We're working with our chi, our life force, to help ourselves to heal and stay healed, to bring our longevity, to support longevity. And also, while we do this, we raise our spirituality. We open our hearts and become love radiators, where forgiveness and compassion and love and kindness are our main, that's our main thing. Those are our characteristics. And people see that. And then they're like, what are you doing? Why are you happy? What can I do? And you say, hey, I'm doing Spring Forest Qigong. Get on with Susan. Yeah. Yeah, send them my way. We love it, love it, love it. I love it. Okay. So now we want to get into beginning of the universe position. So our feet, again, comfortably, shoulder, hip distance. Bend your knees. Don't have to be perfect. So feel what feels right for you. Remember, you are doing your practice. Shoulders sinking down. Give them a little wiggle if you want. Elbows out. Stretch those fingers. Stretch the toes or squish them on the floor. Any way to activate. And just really, really, really stretching for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds. And then release and see already. You might feel a ball of energy, the chi in your hands. And the tips of the fingers, the tips of the toes. Keep those activated. Knees bent as much as you can or you want to. Feel the spine nice and straight, the tailbone, the sacrum perfectly formed, flexible, right side, left side, balanced. Feel your physical form from your feet, balancing. Tuck your chin in, tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. Feel the connection down to the earth, and the earth supporting you, energy coming up through. Say hello, good morning to your lower dantian, your vitality center, and your middle dantian. Go all the way up to the top of your head and continue out to that beautiful sun and back. And now we enter what's called song, which is so important, where we are a pine tree. And we're at the beginning of the universe, and we're the first one. It's just us there. And you see all the possibilities that are available to you. And you start to go between being and not being. Pretend you're breathing in some helium, and you're just kind of lifting up. And you're almost floating away. That's called the void. That's where the healing comes from. So ask your master, that's a teacher, like a father figure, someone who is guiding you. It's a guidance. Think about guidance counselor, mega, someone who's of great healing, of great mastery. Or you could go to the ocean, or that energy which is everyone in your family, the light, and focus on that. It's the light of whatever you're thinking of, and just feel how you can trust that implicitly. And then let's talk to our chi on the left side of the body and the right side. And invite balance. Top of the body and the bottom. And invite balance. The left and the right. The inside all the way to the where your chi field ends. Say a foot or two out if you want a distance. And back in. And now feel yourself even lighter, even more expanded, starting to forget yourself, forget your body, forget your thoughts. It fades away as we do our practice. Ask for what you want from your practice today and move into forming of yin and yang. Right hand above our upper chest, left hand over the lower dantian, elbows out, fingers open. Smile, smile, smile. Visualize a column of light from the top of your head to the bottom of your torso. Let's breathe in and out through the nose, and we're going to breathe in and bring in the lower abdomen a little bit, and breathe out and release it. Let's do 3 breaths like that. And that brings the yin energy up to the yang energy, and the yang energy to the yin energy. Bringing balance again. And now release our hands down. And this definitely feels like a cloud hands day. So reach out either hand, send out your energy hand to the end of the universe. And there are beautiful clouds there, little colorful clouds or big ones, puffy ones. And you just gently, with the open hand, grasp a little piece that comes with you, bring it back to where you are, and release it around you. Accept that gift, and then just go to like one hand and then the other. You're going to switch back and forth. Send the energy hand out. Take that time to do that. See what you see at the end. I've got sparkly clouds today. And then as you bring it back slowly and feel what it feels like. You might see a color, you might feel a weight. It might be a wet cloud or a dry cloud. You may have sound coming. Maybe you have a chant for you. Maybe there's a message from the universe. Maybe there's the feeling or the taste or a smell that brings you peace, that brings you happiness. And continue. I'll just remind you, your shoulders are relaxed, your spine is straight, your knees are bent, There's a smile on your face. And breathe slowly, deeply, and gently in and out through your nose, all the while going slowly so you can stay in that void. Stay where you're physical, but you're not. You're light and form at the same time. And this one that you bring back, feel it as you grasp it, all the time coming back. And when you let it go and it wraps around, or maybe you want to bring it over from the top of your head, notice where it goes, how it feels in your body, and we'll just stay there for a moment, and your hands can gently come down and feel that last one as it resonates and um, travels through your body. Maybe you feel it going to a certain place, or maybe it just kind of dissipates but settles in every cell. And then with our mind, we're going to call back all of that chi we cultivated. So all those little sparkles as a ball of light to our lower dantian deep behind the navel, and spin it with your mind. Spin it, spin it, spin it. And know that just in our short practice, even in one moment of it, you were connected in the void to the highest vibration, and what you asked for, that order has been taken. So now you just need to be patient until it appears. How's that? And let the ball of light get smaller and smaller and brighter and smaller until it turns into a tiny little energy pill. And thinking of being attuned with nature, just like all the animal kingdom, tuck that tiny little pill, we call it Dan, into the lower dantian behind the navel, and just slowly breathe in and out 3 times, however your body wants to, just noticing you being in that void still. You feel the chi of your body. Maybe it's concentrating in the lower part of your body at the moment. Just notice. It's no right or wrong. Just be aware. And then we'll come back to ourselves, to our day. With a smile still on our face, we rub our hands together and smile and open our eyes when we're ready, and keep that beautiful feeling of oneness throughout our day. 2 fingers slide up the sides of the nose to the forehead. Palms come over your eyes, so give them a little love there. And down to the chin. Let's do that 3 times. And today, let's take our fingertips and go from the forehead all the way through the hair or along the scalp. You want to touch the scalp, though, with your fingertips. Do that 3 times. Feel little lightning going through perhaps today. Cup the top of your head. Cup the base of your head. Come down to the C7. Let's just give it a little massage and see how supple that is. So you know what you can do. If you get stressed out and that is like hard as a rock, then do some Qigong. Try it for 2 minutes. Test it. Try it for 5 minutes. And, do your shoulder shrugs. We're learning things to help ourselves stay as connected to the universe throughout our day as we can. Big 10,000 hands plus our 2 hands and arms coming out from both sides. Feel 10,000 coming out in all directions. And with a pure heart of gratitude, accept all the gifts the universe is pouring into your hands. Gifts to help you, so you promise to utilize the ones for yourself and to give the ones that belong or that can help others. Just give them away. Come down from your heart. We say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you a beautiful day. I send you many, many blessings. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye.